Welcome to First Semester Algebra 1. I'm your teacher, Mrs. Cecil. This video will be an overview of the course. When you finish the video, there will be a short quiz verifying you have watched this. So this is what your screen will look like when you log in, without this blue bar on the top here. When you log in, we are in the materials section. So this is where you'll find all of your materials like assignments, tests, information, etc. So while we're in here, let's go through these folders. Let's first look at course information. Here we have my contact information. Here is my email, my voicemail, and then I have something about Google Hangouts. So the best way to get a hold of me is definitely email. I check it multiple times a day. But I don't always have access to a district phone very often, so if you do leave me a voicemail, then I will try to get back to you as soon as I can, but the best way would be through email. If you have any questions, you should also email me. It could be a question just like if you're stuck on a certain problem on an assignment. Just send me an email, say, Mrs. Cecil, I don't understand number 3 from Unit 2, Assignment 1. I'll look at it, get back to you, and we can work it out that way. I've also done Google Hangouts, and this is where we can talk through your Chromebook and my computer. We can do like the webcam, and I have a little whiteboard that I work with, and I can use that to show you some examples. Okay, if I go back, click on materials again to go back to that same place we were. And then we're in course information. So we did my contact information. Here, this is course info. So the first thing I have listed here is this assignment calendar. So if I click on this, this would be something that would be good to print. This lists all the assignments, review, and tests that you will have to do. So if you notice, what's here in the gray and the white on the completion dates, these are suggested completion dates. They don't have actual due dates, but you must complete them before you can start the test. So the Unit 1 test has a due date, which is June 7th at 10 p.m., and you won't be able to do the Unit 1 test until you have done the assignments and the review. All the due dates for these tests are on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. You can tell by just looking at this that some units are longer than others. So you will have more work sometimes certain weeks than you would on other weeks. Another thing I need to know is that you will take your final exam in person at Lee Summit West, either on July 11th or July 14th, and I will be getting the room number to you as soon as I have that information. If this is going to be a problem, then I need to know immediately if you have an issue with one of these dates so we can work something else out. Okay, so again, the course runs from May 26th to July 14th, and your final will be the 11th. I'm sorry, it says the 10th, but it's the 11th or the 14th. For your grades, you're going to check the Schoology gradebook for grades, not PowerSchool. So that's just a summer school thing. Your gradebook here in Schoology is what you will use. Here's our percentage breakdown and a list of the units. Every unit has multiple assignments with a lesson video. You can redo the assignments as many times as you want. Every unit has a review, and you can do that as many times as you want. You must get a 70% on the review in order to take the test. When you take the test, you only get one chance. That has a strict due date. You have to make sure you complete it before the due date, which Unit 1 was June 7th at 10 p.m. Don't close out of your tests when you're working on it. You will not be able to re-enter it. You need to finish it at one setting. Okay, back in course information, there was one more page, and that's our expectations. You need to check your email every day. This is our form of communication. I don't see you in class. It's summertime, so there's not even a lot of people at school. So you have to check your email. This is how we communicate. Stay on top of your work. So just because the tests are the only thing with due dates does not mean you should wait until that day that the test is due to try to do all of your assignments, review, and test. There will just not be enough time. Follow that assignment calendar that I have. It'll help you pace yourself, and you'll be able to keep up that way. When you're working on the assignments, work out the problems. They're going to be multiple choice questions, but that doesn't mean you can just pick one. You should use a notebook, work out the problems. When you're watching the videos, take notes and work out the examples. Feel free to pause in order to work out the example on your own first. Okay, tests, again, can only be done once, must be done in one setting, have an actual due date, and are 63% of your grade. Okay, so I'm going to go back to materials, and let's just take a look at what a unit looks like. So Unit 1. So the assignments have to be done in order, and that's why some of these are gray right now, because you cannot click on one before finishing the previous one before it. And then you see there's your review and your test, which is due June 7th, 10 p.m. So this is where all your work is. So under materials, these are your units. Inside the units are all your assignments, reviews, and tests. So you find everything you need on this page. Schoology is new, so you may need a little more help navigating it. If you do, you can click on this Schoology Help folder. You'll find helpful information here. So if you want to know about taking a test, checking your grades, that kind of thing, here's some extra instruction on that. The last thing on materials are the additional resources for more practice. So you'll see in the assignments that our assignments are all 5 questions, and sometimes that's just not going to be enough for you. That's okay. You can go here. I have 2 resources right now. One is called Flex Math, and here they have lessons and practice problems. You'll have to click on the topic that we're doing. I also have the link to our online book. So this is the book that you used in class at school. So you can go here and you can access the book. You can also access example problems and more practice problems here too. Okay, so that's materials. Updates would be next, and this is where I will post new info, so check your updates when you log in. And then grades. This is what your grade book will look like. You'll want to click on this 2016-2017 section here for summer school. And you click on that and this will have your breakdown here. If you want more breakdown, like for example, you want to see this, like how you did on each assignment, you can click on it. So if it's blue, you can click on it. Again, you'll want to check your grades here, not Power School. You'll check your grades here. We don't really use anything with this mastery or members, so this is it. This is all you need to get you started. Now that you've watched the video, take the orientation quiz, enter the number 30 when it asks you what number to enter. And this assignment, this orientation quiz will be your first 5 points. Make sure to email me if you have any questions, and good luck.